What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 21 of our Madden 23 Pink Slips franchise mode, where while we're only an 80 overall, which is mid, our record is anything but 7-1, sitting on top of the AFC West, and our team is on absolute fire. From the last episode, the connection between quarterbacks and skill position players has never been higher. Cole Kmet, Jameson Williams, George Pickens are on absolute fire. We've added two new X Factors to the offense, and Highsmith, who came over from the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Malik Willis, who an episode ago was a star dev. And now he is a superstar X Factor, not just any superstar X Factor, an escape artist superstar X Factor. We ended the last episode on a victory. Clearly, we're 7-1. We are kicking ass, and it was up to you guys to decide what players we were going to poach away from the Atlanta Falcons, and here's what we've decided. And the suggestion comes in from RG, who said we should go and use 8 of our plus 10 to go from Cole Kmet, who's had a great 1-2 punch, has a little bit more upside. But when you get someone more established like Dallas Goedert, with the way that we're playing this year, 7-1, we're expected to go to the playoffs. Honestly, we're kind of playing like the Philadelphia Eagles right now in 2022. And someone like Dallas Goedert helps this team out more right now. He's an X factor, and he's going to be able to come. And he's a monster, right? They're both very good players. When you throw the age out of it, it makes a whole lot of sense. We're going to take the +1 upgrade on the offensive line. As we said, Hillhouse, 23, Star Dev, 75. To bring in Lance Irvin, who's 23, Star Dev, 76, almost 77 with that XP right there. And lastly, spending +1 to send normal dev Brian Wilkins, defensive tackle out of Oklahoma, to bring over Courtney Allen, superstar D tackle out of Florida. So that's a good piece of business. Wasn't what I was expecting. I thought maybe we'd go a different direction here. I thought maybe we'd move on and get Isaiah Simmons and move on from Rodrigo back there. Rodrigo's a fan favorite, man. I'm happy as an Eagle fan to have Dallas Goedert on the squad. We also had a 5-star spin the wheel performance in the last episode, and it was up to you guys to vote who is getting Mexican supplements. What player is getting +2 to every physical attribute at their position? And you guys voted on Malik Willis, the man that is now a superstar X Factor. Now, throw power is an interesting one. I feel like we'll go +2 there, +2 there, +2 there, +2 there. You would say change of direction is definitely physical. You would say jumping. Now, would you say throw power? I feel like throw power is a little much. Honestly, doesn't even actually change it. I would say this, I would argue physical, when you go with a quarterback, throw power is absolutely something that would increase with supplements. And I think the fact that, it's kind of up to me right now if I want to do this. The fact that we go +2 does give him 97, doesn't change his rating. He's a 79 scrambler, and from 95 to 97 doesn't do a whole lot. I'm going to say F it and give it to him, honestly. We're also going to go down here and give him a little bit more stamina, right? You're going to have a little bit more of an injury boost because you're feeling stronger, you're feeling healthier. So that is how it's going to stand. This is now Malik Willis' season. Full-blown, full-fledged. He's an absolute monster. That being said, we are going to a doubleheader. And I've been reading the comments, man. As much as I am desperately trying to figure out some way to not deviate from what I like to do, but also integrate YouTube-friendly content. And that is not PC. That is not me not swearing. That is me having 10-minute videos. I've been trying. I was like, all right, maybe we can make Pink Slips this 10-minute video series, because that's what works. Literally, if you Google Madden 23, all the top videos, they're like no longer than 15 minutes max. And that's kind of what I've been playing with here in Pink Slips. But I've seen just as many people that are like, yeah, it's fine. And being like, it's not the same. How about a compromise? Because we've been obviously doing condensed highlights versus, kind of just, more extended game highlights. Because we do double headers, can you meet me in the middle? If we're doing 2 games per episode, can one game be condensed highlights and one game be more the traditional? Is that a little bit way so that these aren't 39-minute videos and we can kind of shave off a little bit of time there? So one game of our doubleheader, maybe the game that means less, maybe the game that's not a divisional game, or whatever way you're going to cut it. Like I'm looking at right now, I feel like this 1-6 Bucks game, we could probably cut the highlights up just a little bit. And then in week 10, we can have our traditional, in the style of what Pink Slips used to be, or in the style of what we do for the Panthers series. Is that a fine middle ground? We'll do it for today's episode, and we'll see what you guys think. Just anything, man. You just gotta. I need. Can't have hour-long videos. It just doesn't work if it's not like an actual rebuild. It's killing me over here. I gotta keep the lights on, man. I gotta keep the lights on. So I feel like good middle ground, one highlight game, one more traditional game type highlights. All right, let's try it out today. Let me see. I'm always looking for you guys' feedback. I'll always go what you guys want because I'm a sucker for doing that. But we got week 9, we got week 10. Let's get a preview of this Bucs team, and then we'll roll into it. Our team, with the additions, we got Irvin now starting at right guard, Dallas Goedert starting at tight end, and on the defensive line, I think it's fair to assume that even though we have twins, we will go with Allen with that superstar, get him playing right now on the D-line starting. So what are the Bucs? You know, the Bucs have the best thing going for them, which is arguably the best sim playbook in all of Madden 23. They got TJ Watt, Michael Pittman, Dawson Knox, Jamel Dean. Hey, I thought he used to be faster. Andre Swift, Ike Ekwonu, that could be a good upgrade. You got Chase Claypool, Pink's legend from last year. I like Darnell Savage, Zion Johnson could be interesting on the offensive line. Same for Garrett Bradbury. You know, what do you got there? Superstar wide receiver Delonte Jeffrey. Chuba Hubbard. Superstar right tackle. Okay, I mean, honestly, this looks like one of those ones where it's like, you know, none of the real players look interesting. Some of these rookies. All right, let's go kick the shit out of a 1-win Bucs team and poach all their superstar guys. So at times this game, you see why the Bucs are only 1 win. Get the pass jump there on the opening drive. Sauce Gardner do what he does best. And their new superstar X Factor, escape artist, quarterback. They're able to, you know, the offense, they just don't know how to stop him. Highsmith able to punch it in after a defensive stop. We see Dallas Goedert sighting another Highsmith touchdown. The Bucs need something to show a sign of life. Hand the ball off to Andre Swift in the red zone, which the Lions just hate doing in real life. And he was able to punch that one in for a touchdown. Now this game, we have a new escape artist quarterback. We think we got like 0-4 Vic. It doesn't really play like it, man. Massive sack here. Trying to do another 0-4 Vic classic, like just bailing out, throw it up. And the Bucs defense all over that. And anytime they went on the offensive side of the ball, DeAndre Swift took over. Touchdown machine for them here today. Gets a touchdown there. They jump another route, which unfortunately, that was a bad throw. Not so much, you know, it was just bad. Another touchdown. So I feel when you get a brand new shiny toy, right? We got our new Superstar X Factor, and of course, he just fucking absolute dog shit. Yeah, all right, there you go. There's a fumble. 1-win Bucs. Yep. So funny. And look, I got 99 speeds all over the offense. No one can fucking catch him, man. Oh my god. I didn't even want to play Madden today. I was like, nah. Maybe we'll do some pink slips. Oh my god. We got a pulse. A little bit of a broken play. Fastest player in the NFL, especially now that Tyreek Hill's starting to regress. Jameson Williams for the 11th touchdown of the year. Come on, you're 6'9". Yes! Drake London! Come on, defense, give me a stop. 4th and 1, punt it. Yes, we got the ball back. Good job, We didn't really need a touchdown. We'd love to have a touchdown and in regulation, but with the legs of Malik Willis, it played ourselves into field goal range, which we were able to connect, and we're able to take this one to overtime. Bucs get the ball to start overtime. Let's see a defense. 3rd and 5, we get a stop. Go Goddard. Goddard! 2nd and 1. See if we can get something crazy here. That's how you end it. So take a look at the scoring. We won the game, which is worth 1 star. Into our player stats, Malik Willis going over 300 yards passing, 3 touchdowns is 1 full star. Highsmith with 2 rushing touchdowns is a half star. Jameson Williams going over 100 yards receiving is worth a half star. Hell of a debut for Dallas Goedert as well. And on the defensive side of the ball, well, we had some decent performances. We only got the 1 interception from Sauce, which is worth a half star. Ends up being a 3.5 star performance, which is a +7 upgrade. All over the game, we've got a couple upgrades. One, George Pickens, who's been simply outstanding since we've acquired him. He's not really a slot. It's a good, that's one of the best archetypes just to pump points in to help your wide receiver out. And Sauce Gardner coming off another interception. I believe that's 5 on the year for Sauce. Get a nice +2 man, +1 zone upgrade. So it was a good episode. We are going to be sending Alec Pierce, who's been good for us, man. He's been one of the originals, one of the early upgrades. I have no complaints whatsoever. It's purely come down to dev trade. He's a 75 normal dev wide receiver, getting a good boost right now up to a 77. But we are going to spend a +3 to bring in the dev trade of Delonte, and we're going to ignore the skill point because we got this working out to a perfect +7. We're going to bring Delonte Jeffrey, 6'3", superstar wide receiver at LSU. Obviously, with dev trade regression on, he's going to be our wide receiver 4, But at the time, as it stands, we'll take that one, right? Then we're going to send Irvin, who we just recently brought in. He's a 77 star dev. And we're going to just continue to upgrade the offensive line here and bring in Zion Johnson, who's an 80 star dev, only a year older. Plus, real player. Always go side with the real player as a tiebreaker. And then we're going to be getting a brand new left tackle. We send the now kind of veteran, one of the older players on the team, Titus Howard, 74 normal dev, former first round pick. And we're going to be getting, with a +1, Cole Borden, the superstar, soon-to-be left tackle out of Louisville. So adding 2 superstars and getting better on the offensive line with this victory. With additions to the squad, we got Borden out left tackle, Zion Johnson at right guard, and Jeffrey at wide receiver 4, who also has an upgrade there. We'll spend that right into the playmaker. Maybe get a little more speed. That's one thing he's missing for pink slips. Don't get any more speed, but this guy, great player. Even if he regresses down to a star, still going to be a little bit further ahead than where Alec Pierce was. So now we have the second game of the doubleheader, man, and our team's absolutely nuclear. That's how on fire we are. It's a tough test. The Raiders, it's a divisional game. They're last in the division. They're going to play us tough, but we got to keep keeping on here. Keep winning, keep dominating. And the Raiders roster, you know what? As much as I love Dallas Goedert, if that's going to be an avenue to bring in Kyle Pitts, we might have to do it. At a personal favorite, tight ends, I like Dallas Goedert because he's on Philadelphia. But Kyle Pitts will always be my personal S-tier tight end. Also, that's only a +6 right now. Doable. Absolutely doable. Creed Humphrey would be dope. You got Evan Neal on the offensive line. That could be a little bit more attainable, potentially, if we get a big-time victory. Landon Dixon, Dax Hill could be interesting. Garrett Wilson, got plenty of speed. Edmonds. This could be... We can get a nice victory here. There's plenty of good players to poach away from the Raiders, but now with the Dallas Goedert, makes Kyle Pitts that much more attainable. Not only does it make Kyle Pitts, makes him twice a year, because we play the Raiders twice a year in the division, that much more attainable. I am getting Kyle Pitts before this series is said and done. All right, we're starting on defense. That's the best. That's still the best way, I think. You start on defense, and then you kind of know what you have to go up against in the second half. We got to do our job, though, to stop Trey Lance and the man that we so desperately want, Kyle Pitts. Oh, no. Dude, I think we could have put Trey Lance on IR if we hit him there. Let's go Anderson, Troy Anderson, the alien. Arguably one of the most difficult running backs to stop for getting a yard. A.J. Dillon, one of the best power backs in the NFL. We meet him in the hole, and we force... If they don't punt this, I'm going to be mad. They do force the punt. On 3rd and 2. 3 and out. Wow, good ball, man. Wide open. Make them feel it. Ooh. Ooh, okay, Sauce. Generous PBU. Sets up 3rd and long. We'll get Travon Walker. See what he can do, man. The kid. Freak athlete. Fortunately, does get locked up. They try to test Sauce. There we go. Get off the field. Penalty. And another 3 and out. Oh, he just threw it right to us. I don't blame you trying to force it to Kyle Pitts, but couldn't throw it any better. Zion McCollum, height, weight, speed personified. Look at this, man. Trey Lance. I've thrown picks like that. Happens to the best of us. But 70, that's one of those ones, if we're the Raiders, we're livid that a 72, 73 corner did that. I go 12 yards, Dallas Goedert, who we're looking to upgrade. And it's not looking great. Unless we get a big play here, we just keep going backwards. Another 3 and out. All right. All right. I'm not gonna lie, my defense is getting pretty gassed here. How does our offense respond? All right, we get a nice big play there. 23 yards, Drake London. Did that wake our offense up? Nope. Von Miller gets a sack. And it's another fucking punt. That's all on Kyle Pitts, man. Troy Anderson had to just stick with Pitts. Opened up. Not great awareness from Rodrigo. And they take the points. Appreciate the offense for the hell of an effort in the first half of 0 first downs. Let's start the second half. All right, well, we got a sack on Trey Lance. Don't worry, doesn't matter. They're just going to go all the way down the field potentially. Yep, another third down. All right, 3 third down conversions on this drive. And we hold them to another field goal attempt. Is it that hard? Look, is it that hard? First pass, I got a first down. Disgustingly bad, man. The Sim's just out here trolling at this point. Jamo across the middle. I actually kind of want to go to the running back there, but we're good. We got to go no huddle because we got to score a lot of touchdowns here. First and 10. Hey, let's go. And the ball on the 1. Very easy call-up play. We are going to run to punch this in. Cut their lead to 6. It's the unstoppable quarterback sneak, Malik Willis. Great job. Ooh, okay, penalty. And another 3rd and long conversion, which they've made almost all of them today. That's a big one, though. That's a big stop. Oh, they shanked it. All right, we got 3rd and long here. Need a big play. We're going to send Jamo deep, but I think Pickens where we're going to want to go if they bite. So they do. Pick on the linebacker. Get a block. And George Pickens is away. What a monster. Imagine adding Kyle Pitts to this. Imagine being able to do that. Yeah. Let's go. I mean, our defense almost certainly is going to fall on their ass here and not help us out, but we're going to try our best. Got him. One stop defense. You got 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning, 1 stop. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. 3rd and 6. This is going to be it right here. Oh, they gave me a chance. They listened. That's good starting field position. There we go, running back again. It's been a great kind of bailout option there a little bit. Take a shot here. Best case, Dally! Oh, he dropped it! Kyle Pitts wouldn't have. What was that? What was that? I need to see that. Why did I get brought down there? That should have been an open lane, first down. It's unbelievable. That's actually unfucking believable. He's an X Factor now. He's an X Factor with a escape artist. What are we doing? I mean, yeah. I mean, whatever, man. We've won a lot of games, and it was only a matter of time till our offense got 0 first downs in a series where we sim for a whole half, one side. So that's, Kyle Pitts' dreams got to live on for another day. And, I mean, rightfully so, man. This team sucked when it was a sim. We had that fumble, which was is what it is. And I'm not going to be too salty, too cynical. We've won a lot of games. It's only a matter of time till you have the, it's time for you to lose roll. And that was this week. All right, scoring for the Raiders. They won the game. It was a visual victory, which is worth 2 stars. Or the turnover battle, which is worth a half star. Their team didn't play particularly good. This game was very much my team sabotaged itself, as they got no scoring on anything as it relates to the offensive side of the ball. But defensively, half star for Sweat and half star for Von Miller getting 2 sacks. A half star for Sean Murphy-Bunting getting an interception, and it ends up being a 4-star performance plus 8 upgrade for the Raiders. And here is what we are losing. We're going to be sending them 80-star dev, 24-year-old right guard Zion Johnson. In return, we're getting 79-star dev, but we're getting 4 years older in Robert Hunt. So that's a modest upgrade there. They're going to be sending us MVS, who I guess, is still pink slippy. 6'4", got good speed, height, weight, speed. But that's going to be a plus 3 going from MVS to Drake London, who's an 80-star. So we're sitting at 4, and then they're going to get 5. This is really the only other upgrade that makes sense for them. And that's Will Fuller, who is also pink slippy for us, even though his speed has regressed down a little bit, still known as a route runner. But Will Fuller very much downswing of his career, and they are getting a young superstar wide receiver, Delonte Jeffrey, 79 superstar dev wide receiver. So for a plus 8, they're only using, 5. Benefit of, I guess the state of our rosters. That's like literally the best potential upgrade from the Raiders. So I guess we get out of that one, but our wide receiver depth taking a big time hit. I'll give them the full 8. I felt dirty about that. So it's literally a depth D-tackle. We're giving them Slayton 71 nose tackle for Johnson 68. And there we go. We paid the full price. And if there's anything that's good news, is at least we get to kick off the next episode with a breakout wide receiver scenario, which I'm pretty sure is going to be for George Pickens. And now with the lack of depth at wide receiver, we're going to need him to take his game to another level. It's really going to be him and the Jameson Williams show. We don't have Alex Pierce that we can kind of fall back on. I mean, you know what? MVS, Will Fuller, they're still guys. But, they're also... They're not what we had before. But that's what happens when you lose, man. When you slip up, when you lose. And honestly, Malik Willis, yet to see it. Today's episode was like, let's show off his X Factor. I struggled a little bit, man. I don't know if they made it more difficult to trigger escape artists, right? You got a 4 times scramble for 10 plus yards, I think. We weren't able to activate it once. So that's kind of where we're at there. And you actually know what? We should be making him a team captain. I mean, I don't know what our team captains are looking at right now. Who we gonna have to strip of a captaincy? I think it's gonna be Darryl Foote, because how many sacks does this guy even have? But now, that we're shuffling around here, I think it's probably best to protect our X Factor. I mean, I don't think we have enough going around to give it to our X Factor running back. But I think all things considered, especially with the growth that Malik Willis has shown, definitely need to slap the captaincy on him. But yeah, I mean, brutal loss. Brutal loss all the way around. Massive depletion to our wide receiver depth. Got worse on the offensive line. But that's what happens, man, when you lose games. Can't lose in pink slips. That's why pink slips, you want to go 17-0, because you only get better. But still got a lot of wins. Still 8-2. We're not going to be too down in the dubs. We look forward to the next episode. We look forward to whatever this breakout is going to be. So that is it for today's episode, fellas. If it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. And next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out, love ya, have a good one.